So Fabio Wardley manages to knock down and TKO David Adelaide in the 7th round of the co-main event of the Fury versus Ngannou fight in Saudi Arabia. I was actually very impressed with Fabio Wardley in this fight. As soon as the fight started, in the first round, he decided to take the centre of the ring, and he pushed Adelaide back with the jab. Adelaide took the took a back seat in a sense and tried fighting from the outside. But if you look at Adelaide, I don't think Adelaide is the type of guy who's got the talent to actually fight on the outside. He's more of a guy that likes to go in. So from my perspective, I just thought this was a recipe for disaster, because here you got Fabio Wardley, who's seen as the guy who's meant to be the slugger of the fight, but he's the one that's taking centre ring and outboxing you from the middle of the ring. So as soon as that happened, I was like, okay, something's off. He started very promisingly, Fabio Wardley, and he really pushed him back with a jab. He switched the jab from head to body, and he kept pushing him back, and I was quite impressed by what I saw. The first 3 rounds, it was quite low output from David Adelaide. So, and honest to God, I never thought I would say this, but it seems like he was like half asleep for the first 3-4 rounds. I think eventually it got to the point where Fabio was just racking up the points, and it got to the point where someone in David's corner said to him, "Listen, you need to like rack it up. You need to like step it up and get out of your days and do something." And that's when he started taking middle of the ring, and he started countering Fabio Wardley. And from that point on, the fight did become a bit more competitive. The first 3 rounds I gave it to Fabio, but I think I gave the 4th round to David when he started increasing his activity. And then from the 4th to the 7th round, it was fireworks. They were throwing punches in the middle of the ring. There was landing punches. It was quite exciting. Obviously, Fabio was getting the best of the exchanges, but to be honest with you, David had his moments too, and he landed a few good shots. But then on the 7th round, I think he caught him with one, and he dropped him on the canvas. It was a beautiful shot. It was a combo. And David just looked like he was out of it. He tried to pretend that he wasn't out of it, but he absolutely was. And then what actually happened then was, it was the last exchange, and the referee waved off the fight. Now, I think this was a very good performance from Fabio. It shows that he's got levels to his game. Most people just look at him as a slugger, someone who, when you get him hurt, he's just going to go hell for leather. But in this performance, I think he showed a bit more a cultured jab. He showed ring generalship. He showed the way to actually take the center of the ring and push your opponent back. He showed quite a lot of things. So the truth is, it was actually incredible seeing his performance, how quickly he's progressed. And I think for Fabio, the next step is to fight Fraser Clark. Obviously, Fraser Clark was ringside, and I think it would have been a good opportunity for him to get that fight. So, in my opinion, this could be a start of a promising career. He's already got good wins against Latte and Nathan Gorman, but now he's got David on his resume as well. It's quite impressive. So yeah, I think it was a good performance. Obviously there's mistakes that he made and such, but that just comes with the territory. But for him to be on such a big stage before such a big fight and perform the way he did in Saudi with such little experience as an amateur, he didn't have an amateur career. He only had 4 white collar bouts. It's quite incredible. So yeah, hats off to Fabio Wardley. I think I'm going to make a separate video just talking about his journey and how I think he might be the best UK British heavyweight contender that we have in this country at this point in time. Just in terms of his resume, who he's beaten: Nathan Gorman, Richard Latte, obviously David now. If he can beat Fraser Clark, that would be another scalp on his record as well. I mean, that's a good, promising resume for someone who's has such little experience. He didn't have an amateur career. He only had 4 white collar bouts. For him to have a resume like that is quite impressive. But tell me what you think below about his performance. Do you think it was a good performance? Do you think it was a terrible performance? Do you think he could have improved? I think it was a really good performance for someone of his level. He did it on the biggest stage, so it shows that he knows how to perform under that level of pressure and scrutiny. So yeah, that's my opinion. Tell me your opinion below, and like and subscribe to the channel. I've got a lot more content coming your way. Peace.